Hey, what's going on, guys? It's DG around. I'm
Dr.
back here
Victor
again.
Freeze, the scientist turned supervillain also known as Mr. Freeze, is claiming responsibility for a daring nighttime raid on Gotham's own Star Labs. Authorities say Freeze conspired with the cyber criminals known as the Regulators to steal thousands of dollars worth of experimental equipment from the ultra-secure facility. An unknown number of Star scientists and staff were injured in the raid, with multiple fatalities. Freeze and others involved remain at large. This is Noor Rashid with GCN.
Anyway, as I was saying, it's DG around. I'm back here again with another video. The last time we left off, we actually did go. We left from that crime they just mentioned with Mr. Freeze. We actually did go to visit Oswald Cobblepot, otherwise known as the Penguin, in Iceberg Lounge. We tried to discover more about this mystery that we're dealing with, and all he would tell us is that if we really want to go down this rabbit hole, then we need to understand that there is no coming back from it. And then he told us to get out.
Even for Freeze, we need to expect the worst from him.
So, oh yeah, and we found Bruce's photo up for some reason, so let's go.
We need to find that cryogel and take down Freeze. He killed that scientist just to spite us. Then he got away.
He said it was Batman's fault. Bruce promised him a cure for his condition.
In return, he was just supposed to behave. But I guess with Bruce gone, he's back in the game. What have you got, Tim?
Judging from the list of stolen items, I'd say he's looking to upgrade his exosuit. And that's just for starters.
He also downloaded local weather balloon data for the past 10 years.
Let's go back out there and stop Freeze before he kills anyone else.
Easy, Tiger. We'll get him. Maybe that's enough practice for today.
I've set the Bat computer to monitor the city for high concentrations of cryogel.
Meanwhile, we should keep tabs on anyone working for Freeze, which should be easy since he decks out all of his lackeys with cryo guns.
I'm really enjoying the dynamic between all of the knights here. Oh, did we just level up? I think we did. Let's see. Abilities, we did? Alright, why not more health? Let's see here. Ooh, the cold snap suit. Tons of individual things there that we will look at later. So now we have Knighthood, Harley Quinn, and Mr. Freeze. Let's see. Why don't we switch? Let's talk to Alfred first, and then we'll switch to Nightwing.
Penguin refused to talk. It's like he doesn't take us seriously.
You may be surprised to learn Batman struggled with similar challenges early in his career. So for a time, he focused his energies elsewhere in the city. When word of his work got out, people were more inclined to cooperate.
The city. We've been so preoccupied with Batman's last case, we've neglected the rest of Gotham.
Gotham may not know Batman is gone, but it certainly feels his absence. There has been a marked increase in gang-related crime.
Not to mention Oswald's own business dealings. Maybe if we mess with those, plus a few other crimes, he'll feel like talking.
You've also received messages from Lucius Fox and Detective Montoya. They may be able to help.
Thanks, Alfred. Guess sometimes I need to look at things through Batman's eyes.
Funny, he used to say the same thing about Batgirl.
Whoa. Email. Let's see, Okay, so Renee Montoya, for those who don't know, is a character that is a detective that works under the authority of Jim Gordon. And as far as I'm aware, for most interpretations I've seen, she starts off not trusting Batman, and then she comes to his defense later. But with Jim gone, it's going to be interesting to see how that evolves. And Lucius Fox is the very cool person who builds all of the very advanced tech for Batman. So, there we go. Need to talk to all forward from list Batman contacts reliable from Renee Montoya. Batman, it's Montoya. I know Commissioner Kane doesn't want us to talk, but this is urgent. The gangs have been getting restless, and the few good officers we have left are being put in the line of fire needlessly. Your people have really stepped up, but without you out there, the gangs think they're invincible. You need to do something. Come see me at these map coordinates so we can talk. Renee Montoya. Field trip to Barbara Gordon from Jason Todd. I overheard Dick and Tim talking about going to the Pride Parade in costume. We're obviously going too, right? I assume they just haven't asked yet. Next message from Jason. Normally I'm not one for parades, but in this case, I'm happy to make an exception. From Barbara. I'm glad we're doing this. Acceptance is good, but support is even better. I'll let Tim know. P.S. I'm obviously going to pride up my cape, but since you don't have one, boo-hoo. Hear me out. Rainbow Hood. Haha, I love that. GNN, your news headlines. To Barbara Gordon, from Gotham News Network Online. Hi, Barbara. Here's what's happening in Gotham today based on your subscription preferences. Gotham sets new record. In a report on federal crime statistics for this quarter, it was revealed that Gotham has set a new record for misdemeanor offenses, beating out its previous record from 3 years ago. Experts are torn on the root cause of the recent upswing in, read more, op-ed. Vigilantes should kill. Actually, someone has to say, vigilantes should get a free pass to kill people. This city needs heroes with the courage of their convictions. They're all soft, and no one is willing to take things as far as they need to. Read more. 21 dead and GCPD blocked. Gotham Police Department is reeling as the 21st body has been pulled from the South Gotham Harbor. It's tragic, but as the deaths occurred beyond the city limits, there's not much we can do but cooperate with the Bloodhaven Police Department, said GCPD Commissioner Kane. Read more. Well, clearly things are not going well. Let's equip our cold snap suit. And they don't really seem to improve at all. What is the 36? So is there a difference in either of these tonfas? It doesn't seem to be. So let's craft that. Let's go to ranged. Let's just craft whatever the highest damage one is. And let's equip suit mod. Let's save the suit mods actually. We're switching back to Nightwing, boys. And girls. And everyone who watches actually, so no disrespect. Let's see. What is Nightwing's Night Hit challenges? We need 3 money. We need 3 mini bosses and premeditated crimes. Suits. Let's go with the improved suit. Crafting. Melee. Let's craft the stock eskrima. Let's see, it doesn't. Oh, so you can only equip it to the same suit of the same level. Or one that has a mod slot, it looks like. So let's go with our cold snap suit, and we can probably come over here and change it. Alright, we're back. We just finished customizing Nightwing's suit. I switched it back to the cold snap suit because if you transmog, you cannot customize.
An encrypted message from Fox Tekka.
It's Lucius. Sorry I've been a ghost since the funeral, but I just realized I forgot to send flowers. If you're ever in the neighborhood, let's meet in my building. I'd like to give you them in person.
Okay then.
Lucius Fox wants to give us flowers. Does he know couriers exist?
Knowing Lucius, I suspect he has something far more useful for us. When you reach Fox Tekka, head straight to the roof.
Yeah, he doesn't have just flowers, I'm sure. Just looking through the crimes, I just wanted to drop back in to say the Penguin's organ trafficking. Oh no. The Penguin's criminal deal, Detective Montoya, and Lucius Fox. So, alright, so now we're gonna get our abilities up to speed with the others. Alright, let's scan oh yeah, you can't scan in here. We have one more thing to investigate before we go out into the world.
You could visit him.
I could what?
He went to yours when... You could visit his grave.
You haven't.
I'm not the one staring at the... you know.
Sometimes you're an idiot, Grayson.
Cause for going to the grave. New email. I was just about to check, actually. A criminal among us. To Dick Grayson. Or to Tim Drake from Dick Grayson. I don't want to be that guy, but I love to have a pizza in the fridge to enjoy after my workout today. And not only has it been eaten, I found the box torn up and stuffed in the bottom of the recycling bin. It was one of you. Just fess up. Not it. From Tim Drake. From Jason Todd. Are we really going to do this? It was a pizza, Dick. Just buy another one. From Tim Drake. Spoken like a prime suspect. From Barbara Gordon. He won't let this go. So whoever took it, please just admit to it so he can shame you or whatever, and we can all move on with our lives. From Tim Drake. I've noticed Alfred is awfully quiet. From Alfred. I had assumed I was included in this chain by mistake. Pizza does not agree with me. From Tendrick. An excellent excuse to throw us off the trail, Alfred. Sly. From Dick Grayson. It could be any of you. It could be all of you. You cannot hide from me forever, Pizza Bandit. I was trained by Batman. I will find you. Alright, that was funny. I did a quick search into who Sean Sang is. It looks like a character from the Rebirth run of Nightwing's Return to Bloodhaven comics. So, I've been hearing, holy shit, to Dick Grayson from Sean Sang. I've been hearing messed up stuff about Batman, and I've seen freaking Superman in Bloodhaven. Is it true that he's gone? Did something happen? Are you okay? I know we're not like... whatever. It doesn't matter. I just want to know that you're okay. If you're in Gotham, I could get on a bus if you need someone. Sean Sang. Checking in from Clark Kent. Death is a strange thing to deal with in our business. We face it head on daily. Our friends are in mortal danger constantly, and yet we are still never prepared for it. It always feels sudden, like we couldn't see it coming. I think Bruce did see it coming. I think that's why he always had such an urgency about him. Why he always seemed like a man on fire. He knew that the countdown started the day he put on the cowl. That someday the risks he took would catch up with him. I respected Bruce for a lot of reasons, but that was a big one. He knew he had a limited time in this world, and he set out to make as much of a difference as he could before he was gone. I'm sad Bruce is gone, but I'm not nearly as sad that he's gone as I am happy that he was here in the first place. I hope you can find some solace in that. Clark Kent. GNN News to Dick. Thank you for subscribing to Your News Headlines, a free service for GNN Online subscribers. Here's what's happening in Gotham today, blah 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 blah. Batman missing? While Batman sightings have always been something of a pastime with citizens of Gotham and a popular tourism activity, keen eyes in search of the perfect picture for their social media have been left wanting recently. Based on social media tagging, Gotham's premier vigilante, Batman, hasn't been seen in some time, while sightings of several known associates have increased dramatically. Is Batman missing? Has something happened to Gotham's Caped Crusader? Oh, bad. Gotham needs villains. Someone has to say it. Villains are good for Gotham. The cleanup and construction efforts that take place in the wake of whatever the latest scheme to overtake the city is keep dozens, if not hundreds, of Gothamites employed annually. If you look at it from an economic perspective, social media trend leaves 3 injured. It's no secret there, but 3 would-be heroes are turning Gotham Central into their base of operations as they recover from injuries sustained last night. A recent social media trend known as the Crusader Challenge dares teens to be a hero by
Dick Grayson is the adopted son of billionaire Bruce Wayne.
Alright, so we're about to read this letter, and I just finished looking up who Bridget Clancy is. Dick Grayson is one of those comic characters that has had a lot of relationships, so to say, as the comics have gone on throughout the years, and this is one of them. From the looks of what I could tell, she's a minor character that is just the superintendent of his first apartment in Bloodhaven when he moved from Gotham. Cuppa. To Dick Grayson from Bridget Clancy. Hey there, boyo. Furiously typing on my way to my next class to see what you're doing next weekend. I have a wee break and thought we could get a cuppa. I'm coming back to Bloodhaven till Sunday night to see some folks, and thought maybe you'd like to be one of them. Unless you're expecting one of your infamous Grayson emergencies. P.S. Have you seen the old super speeding bullet running around out there? A friend says he's in Bloodhaven. Imagine that. Can't be good news when the big boys start looking our way. So be careful out there, Bridget. Interesting to see that whilst Nightwing is back in Gotham for a large part of this, that Superman is out there taking care of things for him. Alright, I promise this is the last thing and then we'll go. I'm sorry if this is taking up a large part of the episode. But here is Bruce's audio log that we found in the last episode. Log entry BT1, year 1.
This is log entry BT01. Alfred has encouraged me to make time for this. Personal record feels meaningless when there's so much work to be done. But he doesn't ask me for much. So, it's been a year since I came back to Gotham. There was always darkness in this city. It used to be insidious. Now it's out in the open. The police ignore violence and embrace corruption. Someone had to do something. Batman felt necessary. A year later, it's clear he is necessary. He's the one who speaks the only language Gotham's enemies understand. Violence and fear. It's working. I'm starting to rein in the chaos. But I need to be more careful. Batman is always on the edge of a knife. If I let him go too far, he becomes one of them. That can't happen. Batman can't kill criminals. He needs to demonstrate a higher standard. As Alfred put it, surrendering to violent impulses is easy. Controlling them is what takes courage. Gotham doesn't need a Batman with blood on his hands. I'm doing my best. But there's always room for Batman to improve. Not all of these criminals need to be hurt. Some of them just need help. Alfred was right. This did make me feel a little better. Or at least, I think I understand all of this more. Maybe this record will be useful someday. If I ever have doubts about Batman, Gotham, or any of it. But that's definitely for later. For now, Batman has so much left to do.
Whoa. Okay, that was really cool. I'll see you guys out in Gotham in a second. Okay, I know I said last time, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this is taking a long time in the Belfry, but I forgot about the evidence board. This is the last time. Something about challenges. Lucius has a hand in building almost all the tech Bruce had. They were good friends, on top of their professional relationship. The GCPD is lousy with crooked cops these days, but Montoya is one of the rare few trying to do their best by the city. Unsurprisingly, that hasn't made her very popular. We should go see what she needs. So that's quick access to that menu. What was the other leads that were now added? There's been an increase in organ thefts in the last few weeks. Unfortunately, it's not just one gang that's responsible. Members of the Freaks, the mob, and the regulators have all been seen stealing organs. The back computer has been updated to track ambulance interceptions. Penguin says he's gone straight, but that's clearly not the case. Disrupting his side business is going to tick him off. Maybe he'll want to talk to us after we've caused some trouble. Unlike his fellow elites, Penguin has never caught a break. He's had to serve every single one of his sentences. No wonder he looks like a dry to live in. Penguin's usually at the Iceberg Lounge. We could probably corner him for a chat there. Whoa, my mind feels blown. I only just know you discovered you can look to the left on the evidence board. Previous intel. Security footage shows the regulators are working with Mr. Freeze. This can't be good. Leads. Harley escaped Blackgate, but we have no idea where she went or what she's planning. She often hires members of the Freaks gang to do her dirty work. Maybe they know what she's up to. According to this article, they've been on a crime spree lately. The criminal gang known as the Freaks have been responsible for a series of break-ins across multiple neighborhoods in the city. The once small-time organization has since swelled in numbers, causing a problem for the GCPD, which doesn't have enough resources to handle a group of this size. Mr. Freeze hired the regulators and gave them cryo weapons. If anyone would know what Freeze is up to, it would be them. The last time Mr. Freeze was arrested, he had broken into Wayne Tech to steal supplies. Batman apprehended him before the GCPD arrived, and the two made a deal. Freeze was supposed to behave until Batman had created a cure for his condition. Unfortunately, Bruce died before he could finish it. With Batman gone and a cure out of the question, Freeze is back at it, though he's even more dangerous than before. According to Star Lab's science team, Freeze now has enough cryogel to ice up all of Gotham. We have to find him before he has a chance to do anything with it. Harley Quinn. She's a typhoon of chaos. The only side she's ever on is her own. Harley's photo right there in the mugshot, for some reason, all condensed and smaller, looks like a shot from, like, The Strangers or something, if anyone has ever seen that horror film. Alright, here we are. Let's check our map and see where we want to go first, because we have multiple things we could end up doing out here. let's go check with Lucius first and see what he has. The animations are so cool. I know I keep saying that every time, but still. Gotta be scanning while we're on our way. Alright, now we're on our way to Lucius. We're going across the bridge here, so let's see what it is that Lucius has in store for us that's not flowers. It's not that, we know that, but still, what is it then? Alright, we're here. Alright, here we are. We're about to go onto the roof at least. I don't know if we're gonna go in, but we're gonna go onto the roof of Foxteca. Alright, let's see what Lucius has got in store for us now.
Enjoying the view, Lucius?
You trying to give me another heart attack? Batman taught you everything, huh?
Batman was always big on keeping a step ahead of everyone. Don't know how he kept up with Gotham, though. I always feel 5 steps behind the city.
You're getting there. The bat doesn't fall far from the belfry. From what I've seen, anyway.
Thanks, I guess.
Don't thank me yet. The Mentor and I always knew that something like this could happen. When I left Wayne Tech, we kept some research going. There are a lot of eyes on you now. No one's looking at Foxteca. As long as I got a breath between the gills, you'll still have everything you need to carry on Batman's legacy. Speaking of which...
You gonna introduce me?
It's Luke's design. A custom bird to help you get around a little quicker. Hefty enough to support exactly one hero.
Our own personal rideshare. This is great, Lucius.
Now you can thank me.
Thanks.
Come on over.
Alright, here we go.
Right,
Let's talk.
Ready with the drone. How does it work?
You're getting ahead of yourself. Before you can use the bird, you'll have to clear a path for it.
Makes sense, I guess.
Lately, the GCPD is not content to have jackboots on the ground. They've launched a network of surveillance drones to patrol the skies. If they're looking for you when you try to get airborne...
We'll no longer be airborne. So how do we deal with the surveillance drones?
A creative programmer could convince those drones to overlook certain targets. But for that to work, close-up scans would be required.
I assume that's where I come in. Get up close and personal for some scans?
The cops have the city divided into sectors, with a set of drones watching over each one. Until you scan all the drones in a sector, consider it a no-fly zone.
And after I'm done scanning, our drone will be clear for takeoff. Got it.
I'll send you the location of the first one so you can get to work.
Alright, hey everyone, this is a few days later. This is, in the same, this Gotham Knights section is gonna be in the same video that you're seeing now, but it's a few days later, because, things got really busy, so I had to stop recording. But thankfully, the good thing about the software I'm using, thank you PlayStation Share Factory, is that you can attach multiple files into the same thing. So that's why we're in a different start point, but here we go. I think we can't do the cutscene with Lucius that we just did. Well, that I did a few days ago, but by the time you see this, what we just did. So let's look at a few things. Why don't we do a supercut of some crimes real quick? Alright, I'll see you guys in a second. After this sick jump! Yo, this is super cool. Alright, see you guys in a second. I left that in too because super cool flip.
Make sure no one gets in or out.
Leaving this part in so that you can see just a nice Gotham Riverside drive real quick. Lakeside Drive. Not sure. Yeah, that crime is quite a good distance away, but we'll get there eventually. I'm just doing a scan as we go past as well so that we can see what kind of things are around us, like if there are any collectible audio logs for Bruce, or projects for Tim, or batarangs. To my understanding, I say to my understanding, but I know for a fact that the further we progress, there are a few more collectibles yet that we have yet to see so far. Anyway, catch you guys in a sec.
Looks like Batman left us something here.
Alright, we are seeing what this cache is right here. Let's see. It's kind of difficult to line that up. Reach the emitters within the time limit. Alright, so it's another time trial. Here we go. Ooh, 30 seconds. Sort of a bit more of a difficult one. Oh, we got 11 seconds left. Come on, come on, come on. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go.
Cache location sent to AR device.
And it's right there. Let's listen in.
Log entry BT17. So much has changed since I recorded the first one of these. I spent the entire time thinking Batman could do this alone, in complete secrecy. But that's just not possible. Besides Alfred, there are 2 people on the planet who know Batman's true identity. And only because I told them. It's a risk I don't regret. Jim Gordon earned the right to know. He's the only cop in Gotham I truly trust. And I've learned so much from him, especially about how we achieve justice. I envisioned Batman as vengeance, but Jim helped me make something more out of it. I never wanted to be a detective, but I'm good at it. And he makes me better. What I like most about Jim is that he doesn't want the recognition. He only wants to do what's right. Lucius Fox has me thinking a lot about what right means. When I asked him to help Batman, Lucius wanted nothing to do with it. Justice defined by a white man with wealth and power is hardly justice, he said. It's a crusade. That's why I love Lucius. He doesn't care what Bruce Wayne thinks of him. At all. But he cares deeply about what Batman stands for. Lucius is my moral compass. Once I realized that, he finally agreed to get involved. I'm grateful he started by saying no. He was right. Batman shouldn't be a caped crusader. Gotham deserves a better kind of knight.
Well, that was really cool. So we immediately jumped from log 1 to log 17. And as we could hear from that, a lot has changed. This interpretation of Batman, at least going off the logs, has a lot more emotion put into him, and I'm a very, very big fan of the fact that this interpretation is seemingly quite different from a lot of ones, and the fact that he's willing to admit outright that he needs help, and he seems a lot more open and like sort of honest towards those he worked with, and he was able to admit his faults, which I like a lot. And here we go, we're about to take them down. Wait, he just froze himself? Well, that wasn't a very good plan. The one thing I'm excited about for leveling up Nightwing as we continue our journey is that I'm excited to see his attack speeds continue very far. Whoa! There, we found our first battering collectible. Whoa, she has daggers? Okay, that seems to be Harley's group. Oh, alright. I find the combat... Alright, I find the combat to be very enjoyable in this. What is the ping system here? Like, what did it show us? I don't know. Anyway, let's continue on to our crime. Alright, as we hop from roof to roof and pole to pole, we're getting closer to this highlighted... Oh, it's this! I thought I recognized it the closer we were getting. I don't suspect that this will work for long, but let's see how long we can change these silent takedowns together. So, ooh, behind the brute, behind the brute, behind the brute. Oh man, I didn't think that would work very long, but I thought it might work at least one more time. Ooh, we got shocked. That's not good. Oh really? I got my own version of that. Oh my god.
This was fun. We should do it again sometime.
That was close. Let's see where this vent goes. I know where it goes, because I remember it from a showcase. Unless it was changed. That was our healing in the vent. Ooh. This plays. Alright, let's see. Let's see where we... So we started out there. But through vents, we ended up out here. In sort of the slums, the lower river area of the city, where they built into a dried up river. Which shows... I don't want to spoil the big mystery behind this game, but it shows sort of a hint towards the bigger mystery going on, like why did we start from one clear area and have another secret path that's meant for very clearly more agile characters, but we'll see later.
Nightwing acknowledged.
Anyway, we got another time trial to do. So, I'm really enjoying these time trials to get the loot caches from Bruce. No. Oh man, that messed us up. I think we're gonna have to do this one again. Or not. Whoa.
Identity verified. Location of cache added to AR device.
Cool. That we still had time then. Let's check this one and let's listen in.
Log entry BT28. It's New Year's Eve at... I suppose it's New Year's Day. Anyway, Alfred asked about my New Year's resolution. What does Bruce Wayne want to achieve this year? I didn't have an answer for him, so he locked me down here with my tea until I figured it out. Batman's purpose is clear. Mine isn't. Besides Batman, there's not a lot I care about. I didn't love saying that out loud. Makes me sound like one of them. The tricksters and clowns and gangsters across Gotham who... I can't even talk to myself without talking about Batman. But protecting people, it's all I'm good at. Maybe that's it. I'm spending this fortune on Batmobiles, building this enormous cave. Meanwhile, Gotham has problems Batman can't solve. But Bruce Wayne might be able to. Jim Gordon's worried about being able to put his daughter through college. Lucius mentioned how great it would be to have a foundation that helps disadvantaged youth study tech. I can take the hint. Then there's always providing relief for the homeless. The Dark Knight works alone, but Bruce Wayne doesn't have to. So, I suppose my resolution is to invest in other people. Alfred will like that. Maybe enough to let me back upstairs and let me sleep in my bed. Because that medical gurney is really uncomfortable.
Okay, that was really funny. That was a very touching and also really comedic audio log. We're gonna go check that fast travel point up there in the map, and then we're going to maybe return to the Belfry, or maybe just cut, and I'll continue at a later episode, the same night. Actually, we'll return to the Belfry and start again with a new night, but, yeah, we're about to end off the episode after this fast travel point unlock, because this chained together with the other episode, all into one big one, is gonna be semi-long, if not just outright long. While we're here, let's check this secret ping. Secret ping? It's not secret, it's clearly a crime, but why is... oh, it's a citizen. Uh-oh, let's go save him. Hey, get off him. I don't know. Oh, dodge that. I really like the regulator fights. They're all super cool. Oh, froze your own partner, almost. So, as we saw from the last fight at the Thug Stronghold with the regulators, the brutes freezing themselves, as I foolishly thought, is not a bad tactic because they have their ice so thick. Yep, that as you just saw there, that they end up doing damage to you anyway from trying to attack. And this is a super cool fight in this alleyway right now because it's so dynamic. Ah, man. I saw in a demo for one of the boss fights later that you can adjust your attack that I just used as Nightwing, the little, like, shockwave attack, so that way you can, add elemental effects.
Scan each one in the sector and send me the data.
And then this airspace will be safe for our drone?
That's a surveillance drone.
That's a surveillance drone.
Sector and send me the data.
And then this airspace will be safe for our drone?
Once I reprogram them to look the other way, yes. I need complete data. Take your time and do a full scan. I found another set of surveillance drones we can take care of. Sending the coordinates now.
Alright, let's continue this super quick because it seems like an interesting route to follow. And it'll be much more helpful to travel around that much faster. That way, I'll cut to you guys when we're there. Alright, as you can see, we are almost there. So, Let's see where this one is. I bet we're probably gonna have to scan from above. The vistas throughout Gotham in this game are absolutely beautiful.
These drones are shielded from scanning.
They are?
Shields. Okay. So how do I get the data now?
They have to drop the shields when they dock at a station. That's when you go in. Shouldn't be much trouble for someone with your skills.
Wait for a drone to dock, then scan that sucker. Seems simple enough.
Ah, well, he was at the station just now, so I could have scanned him that entire time then, but that's alright, I'll cut to you when it's done. Man, still waiting. This little drone flies around for forever. Man, the GCPD uploaded different drone data fast. Finally, that little thing flew around for a long time.
And done. Congratulations, you have your pilot's license. Anytime you want to fly to a new area, just scan all the drones and I'll take care of the rest.
Cool.
Thanks, Lucius. This gives us one hell of an advantage out here.
Now we have a fast travel system, which, if you guys don't know, quick explanation, we can just select an area from the Belfry and boom, we start there instead of having to go all the way to that area from the Belfry as soon as we leave. So let's do this one last cache and I'll cut to you guys when we finish, or I'll let you guys see us do it and then we'll cut to being in the Belfry. Oh man. We're gonna have to do that one again.
Return to the first emitter. Verification failed. Please repeat the sequence.
Oh hey, I found a battery
There you are.
that I almost missed while we were here. Cool.
Nightwing recognized.
So I ended up missing one point that whole time. That's why we couldn't get it done.
Cache site uploaded to AR device.
The caches are always fairly close to the emitters, I notice. Let's continue. Let's listen in on this one.
Log entry BT-79. In a move that surprises even me, I've hired Harley Quinn as a research partner. Or rather, Log entry BT-79. In a move that surprises even me, I've hired Harley Quinn as a research partner. Or rather, I've hired Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a trained psychiatrist whose work in criminal profiling surpasses even mine. Of course, some of that work is based on her personal experience as a criminal. While this aspect of her history is impossible to overlook, in this instance, it's invaluable. It took less convincing than I thought to gain her cooperation. A chance to do good, small honorarium, and a ride in the Batwing were all the perks she requested. My contacts tell me Harley is comfortably installed at Blackgate. It's genius on her part. No one will suspect her presence, even if she's not actually serving a sentence right now. It puts her in the perfect location to carry out the research I need. It does also put her back into the criminal lifestyle we'd all prefer she left behind, but I will check in on her progress occasionally. I've given her the pattern I'm looking for. She's positioned to comb the records and profile the subjects. They, if they really do exist, won't be looking for Harley. And I'll keep it that way. Not a whispered word is said.
Oh, that was a really important audio log for the bigger mystery. I feel like since they just mentioned it. By the way, let's get back to the Belfry now, and I'll end it off there. I feel like since they mentioned it in an official log just now, that I can safely mention it without feeling like I've spoiled anything. A hint that I can give you, here's the first look at our fast travel point, by the way. A hint that I can give you all to the bigger mystery of the game, if you don't know, is the rhyme. No one talks about them. Not a whispered word is said, for if you try to cross them, the Talon strikes you dead. So do with that rhyme what you will. Oh, there were bats flying around that water tower, that's cool. Do with that mystery, or do with that rhyme what you will. For those of you who know, you know. For those of you who don't, I cannot wait for you to see where this story is going. And to see who this they that Bruce has mentioned actually is. Whoa, almost had a collision with the car. This just in, Nightwing got in a hit and run crime in the middle of Gotham. Whoa, that was a cool jump. I hope that we have some really cool, like, Bat-cycle chases soon. Or that we have some, like, Bat-cycle segments later. If that makes sense. Night 5, 2 crimes stopped. Bonus objectives, cops, and citizens rescued all at once. New email. Let's need parts for 3D printer from Lucius to all. Your friend in the Belfry told me your team managed to get the place back up and running again. The 3D printer Batman had me install may have accumulated some dust in the last few years, but I'm sure it can still fulfill all of your needs. We came up with some pretty innovative designs back then, so I'm excited to see what you'll make with it. While you work on crafting new equipment, I'm developing some interesting prototypes for you. I'm looking forward to sharing them when the time is right. From Lucius Fox. Cool. Anyway, that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to make it to where it's not the longest thing. I cannot wait for you all to see.
He can give them access to technology and equipment they can only dream of.
I cannot wait for you all to see where this goes.
Take down their new weapon supplier. 2 birds, 1 stone.
So, I will see you all in the next part. Remember everyone, someone out there loves you, and is always willing to talk to you, even if it's just me. I may not know you personally, but I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.